What's up, guys? Your boy D-Dog here. So in this video, I'm shooting with the Canon EOS R right now. So we did a real world test on the EOS R this past weekend, and the lessons that I've learned with this camera is that do not be cheap on your memory cards. If you buy a cheap memory card, it will slow that camera up. I recently shot a wedding this past weekend, and I would like to say that, you know, I was given the opportunity to second shoot at a wedding. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, dude saw my work, he liked my work ethic, you know, he put me on. I was second shoot at a wedding, put myself out there, and those were the results that I got. Come game time, I made sure I had everything planned, right? And once it came down to it, I decided to go with smaller memory cards. I went and bought a 16 gigabyte memory card from Micro Center, thinking like, okay, there's a difference if I put a 16 gigabyte in this camera. This is a Canon 6D with a 7200 on there. 16 gigabyte in here, memory card, I'll be fine because of the technology that was in this camera. Write speeds and everything and all that, whatever. It writes to the memory card as fast as it could, right? Putting that type of memory card in that camera, not gonna work. I was shooting with it as my main shooter because I was second shooter, getting all like the shots that I need to get. I found that when I tried to shoot, like to get continuous shooting, it would not, it was writing so slow getting to the damn memory card, and it was sometimes where I couldn't even hit the shutter button, and it even like it just wouldn't do it. I had to touch shoot with the camera for it to actually just work. And then once I got everything on that memory card, I quickly switched to my expensive memory card because I've listened to that advice from someone else in the forum, like you should go smaller cards so you can use it up, and you don't want to have everything on one card. I get the logic in that, but I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm gonna get me, I got my 64, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. Can't be cheap with the memory cards with this camera. You can't. Based off, other than that, the rest of the day, once I switched to that other memory card, my photos came out flawless, yo. Especially with this boy right here. Like, I really put this boy to work. This was my main one. This is my go-to boy, you know, because I used this one for so long, you know what I'm saying? And so I started to baby this one, and then I put this one away so I can get used to this one, so this one can be my backup, you know what I'm saying? I also learned that shooting at weddings, like sometimes you don't need the 70 to 200. You don't really need it. You know, depending on the certain weddings that you shoot. Like, I found that anything I was shooting with this majority of the time, it was two lenses that I was shooting with. 16 to 35 that's currently on this camera, that's currently on this one, and then I was shooting with this one right here, 85 millimeter 1.8, and that's all I shot with. I brought all my gear, and I find myself only using these two lenses throughout the whole day. Now, I will say that for weddings, I'm gonna start shooting prime, because even though the wide, it worked in one shot, I will post the picture. It did work in one shot. One shot, it did work. It came out, like, it looked dope, in my opinion. But I would like to shoot with primes, because like it made me get a little creative with my shots instead of just sitting back going so I definitely learned a lesson on that. I also learned that things is just gonna happen. You know, a lot of things happen on the day on the weddings. I was just like, man, I was fine, you know what I'm saying, after that. But like certain things, like with the memory card acting up like that, like I just kept my composure and, you know, shot what I shot. I'm glad I was a second shooter, You know, lesson learned. Like, do not use cheap memory cards, man. Cause that right there, like, I was like, oh my god, this is about to be bad. But you know, at the end of the day, I got those shots, man. So what I would recommend is that you ain't even gotta take all your gear, because you never know what you're gonna need it for. I would recommend that. Don't use a book bag for your gear. Like, I had a Peak Design 20-liter bag, the everyday bag, and I ended up taking that back because for what I use for my gear, it did not fit in my bag. So I had to return it, and I ended up getting a ProMaster luggage camera bag, and it was pretty, like, did me good, man. I came in rolling in with my shit, with my gear, instead of having all that weight on my back. And I was cool throughout the whole day. I took pictures of the venue, took pictures of the bride and groom ring set, took pictures of like the cake, took pictures of the whole the ceremony. I did good, you know, that for my first wedding. Like, my man was giving me props. He was like, yo, he's more so giving me props for my camera. He was like, man, you got the R, bro. What you doing out here with the R, man? You got that expensive camera, man. And you know what I'm saying, you haven't even shot a wedding. Well, you did now, but nah, you know what I'm saying, you haven't really been doing nothing. I'm like, bro, I'm a YouTuber. that's trying to get into photography. like come on, I didn't just go to the store, hey, let me just get that Canon R. The fact that he gave me a shot, because like, I reached out to a lot of people, man. When it comes down to speaking up for yourself, like putting yourself out there, man, I did it for the first time, like with my photography. Put myself out there. I tried it with different other photographers that's in my city, and they all just gave me the shoulder, the cold shoulder, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I showed them my work or anything. Like, I showed them my work, I showed them what I do, you know what I'm saying? This is what I've been doing. Like, I've been shooting events for fighting games. I had a couple photo shoots, showed a photo shoot with my daughter, you know, that I did for her. And it was just, you know, a lot of people just brushed me to the side. I didn't know how to take that. I don't know if to take it as like people didn't, they just didn't have the time, or was it just, they saw my work and it was like, whoa, how many years you been doing? Like, they asked me, how many years you been doing this? I'm like, I want to say 3 now, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for like 3 years now. And like, they're like, they'll look and they'll see my work, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, it's nice work. And then next thing you know, like, when I ask them, like, yo, can I shadow you? Try to shadow people, I just get the cold shoulder like quick, you know what I'm saying? Dead as hell, get ghosted on some like real shit. Then I see on their social media they doing, oh, did this photo shoot? I'm like, yo, it's okay. But this one guy, man, he looked out, man. He saw what I was doing, man. I, you know, kept showing him my work, you know, did the same thing, just kept, but this time I was more persistent. I was just put myself out there, man, and it worked in my favor, man. I shot my first wedding, man. I'm happy about it. Now he's trying to book me for, trying to have me on deck for other stuff down the road. So it's like, I'm happy that, you know, that my photography is, you know, taking off. I'll still be the second shooter. Now that I learned my lesson for the first wedding, I know next time to use my expensive memory card, and I know I'm going to shoot with this nice, good 85mm, because this boy is so good. But yeah, that's all I want to talk to you guys about, man. Shooting your first wedding, man, it can be stressful. It can be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I only been to one, you know, and the main shooter was freaking out. Yo, we gotta do this, like, can we do this? I'm like, yo, man, just chill out, man. We got this. We good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm being all Mr. Optimistic. He looking at me like, bruh, it's a wedding. I'm like, yeah, I know, bro. Like, you just gotta just take it one take at a time, bro. We gonna get it done, and we end up getting it done. So, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, just remain composed. Make sure you help the main shooter out when you can. Make sure you just, you know, gotta learn when to take charge too, to be like, yo, I need everybody to come over here so we can get these shots. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta step it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just take control whenever the main shooter, and then if you see the main shooter doing something, then that's when you switch it up and you go do something else, get the shots that the main shooter can't get. Like, he put the responsibility on me to go into the reception room and to get shots of the whole venue, you know, the centerpieces and everything. And I'm like, oh snap, I've been given this whole responsibility. Had to knock it out the park, bro. That I did, bro. At least I like to think so. But according to him, I knocked it out the park. I'm gonna go ahead and post my Instagram and the link in the description below. I'm also gonna post my kit as well as to what gear I have and what I use for when I'm doing moto vlogs and photography and YouTube, because I use the same gear for YouTube that I use for photography. I was told by TKK to start using my EOS R for vlogging because of the quality of video that's in here. Just giving it a test. So I'm testing out this video side of the Canon R because I want to see how good this 4K is with this 8-bit C-Log stuff. This is all new to me. So other than that, I'm gonna get off here because I'm babbling too much. I will talk to you guys later. See you guys in the next video. Peace.